What's going on, everybody? Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to give another alert and announcement, let you all know to be careful, because there are people who have physical copies of the game, early physical copies, and that means leaks are circulating on Twitter and on YouTube potentially. And so I need you all to be careful. You know, the best way to experience a Xenoblade game is to experiencing it pretty much blind and for yourself. So you got to be careful, because I know people are going to be posting these links again and again and again. So yeah, just wanted to give y'all that quick announcement before we get into the video. And again, I have a lot of spoiler free Xenoblade content, and we're gonna stay spoiler free until the game comes out. And even when the game comes out, I'm gonna be careful when it comes to spoilers. So this is a pretty safe space for people who want to watch Xenoblade videos but don't want spoilers. This is going to be one of your safest places. You know, subscribe. I got a bunch of other Xenoblade videos that are spoiler free, building a pipe for the game, and I'm going to keep these videos coming, giving you as much spoiler free Xenoblade 3 content as possible. So without any further ado, I just want to get into today's topic. I wanted to discuss the pink figures, the pink masked figures we've been seeing a lot more recently. They were the same people, it appears to be, at the beginning of the Xenoblade 3 Direct, where we saw a group of people meeting. It seems like these people are the same people, because particularly there's a rather large one with like a bird face that it's in the thumbnail, the rounder guy with the bird face. He was in the beginning of the trailer for the Direct, and these people seem to be what might be the overarching higher power. Now, as you can see, they just appeared. If you were paying attention to the video that was playing, they literally just appeared in the trailer, right here, like on the screen. So if you want to rewind it, the pink people, those are the people I was talking about. And so we're starting to see, I noticed in the overview trailer, we're starting to see, I saw a couple more pictures of them, and so I'm thinking that these are going to be our big bads, or maybe the overarching power of this game, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of information about them, and they don't seem to be being focused on a lot, which makes me think that they're probably going to have the biggest important role, and they're trying to keep that a secret. And so, I mean, these characters are masked. Like, we don't even have an idea what their faces look like, right? And so I think this could be similar to how Egil, we saw his big old gold titan type mechon before we actually saw Egil. We saw his big old golden mechon before we saw him. And so I think this could be a similar reveal down that route, where they're trying to mask the big bad before we get to him. So that's a little bit more of a Xenoblade 1 type thing. In Xenoblade 2, we pretty much knew the big bad being Malos off the bat, and then give it a little bit, about halfway through we met a Malthus. And yeah, Xenoblade's big bad reveal wasn't that big, but I mean, it was building up, right? But in Xenoblade 2, it was like in Xenoblade 1, it was the big reveal being Egil / Zanza. But regardless, I think that because they're masked, I think anyone who is covered the most is going to have the most to reveal, right? I mean, granted, anyone can have something to reveal, like Mio's connection to Nia, right? But I'm talking about people who they're trying to keep details secret. Like Mio, I think her connection to Nia is supposed to be something that they want us to think about, whereas some of the stuff that they're hiding, like in the previous video I talked about Taion being a blade eater, I think that they're trying to hide certain aspects, like Taion. They want to give just a little bit of hints, but don't want to reveal everything. So I think that these pink people are going to be pretty important to the story, as it seems like they are being like the least talked about. They're being hidden a lot. As you can see on the screen right now, that's all the pink people right there. See that? That's all the pink people right there. So, and the interesting part to note is that when we see that part in the Xenoblade Direct, it says game footage, not or not actual gameplay footage, which is interesting. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a cutscene or if that was just the direct exclusive. I don't know, but I think these pink people are going to be the people that are trying to perpetuate the war. I'm thinking that maybe they are the ones who benefit off of the flame clock, and Melia and Nia have to perpetuate a war in order to continue to not have to deal with them. Maybe these could be disciples. I know that we saw that in Xenoblade 1, you know, Dixon and Lorithia were both disciples of Zanza, so maybe we see that these people are disciples. But the only thing is that they're masked, so you would think that they could be older characters that we know, but they look different. I can't really point to any characters that we know of already that they look like. So maybe as we go about the world, we'll learn about characters that have died or vanished or whatnot, and this will be them connect. I don't know. But then not only that, these could be different people who could make Ouroboros forms, and I do think that they have to be connected to the Ouroboros in some way. And I'm thinking the Ouroboros forms are going to be something that plays a pretty big role, which we're going to do. I'm probably going to do another video on the Ouroboros forms and just talking about what I think they could be, because they're going to be a centralizing mechanic. You know, it's really interesting to have like a gimmick in this game that is like fusion. I mean, Xenoblade games, I guess they have gimmicks, but I don't think it was something like, you know, the closest thing to this, I guess, in Xenoblade 2 is the whole Numa, when you want to use Numa. That's the only thing I could compare this to. But anyway, I think that this is going to be, I wish I had more to say, but I just wanted to bring this to y'all attention, because I think that if you want to start having theory crafting, if you want to theory craft, or you want to go through the trailers and look for particular people that are important, I think anything that would point to these pink people, the pink masked people that I'm calling, that's gonna be those are gonna be your main points of interest. But I think Monolith Soft is doing a good job of trying to hide as much as possible when it comes to these pink masked people, because like I said before, it seems like they are going to hold the most secrets. And because we saw them all speaking together in like freaking like the Akatsuki meeting in Naruto, all of them together in like this dark setting, it's clear that they have some sort of power that they're hiding, and they have to be some sort of higher ups, because they're all speaking together independent of the queens of Agnes and Kieves. But maybe we'll see them interact with the queens later. But I'm thinking that maybe both the queens are maybe having to appease these people. But I think these people, the pink mask people, I think are above the queens, and I think they are able to live in and exist outside of this whole war fighting thing and whatnot. So I think they don't have to worry about the fighting, or the fighting is something that empowers them. So I don't know, you know, we can speculate on it, but I just, like I said, I want to bring this to your attention because I thought this was really interesting. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do y'all think about these pink masked people, because I literally have no clue. But without any further ado, thank you all so much for checking out this video. You know, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, click that like button. We're going to be keeping these spoiler-free Xenoblade 3 videos, and yeah, thank y'all so much.